The final match of the AFF Cup 2020 brought together the Indonesian and Thai national teams. Reflecting on the semi-final match between Indonesia and Singapore, the Vietnamese media leaked the 4 weak points of the Indonesian national team. In the second leg of the 2020 AFF Cup semi-final, which took place last Saturday, the 21st of December 25, the Indonesian national team managed to secure a ticket to the final, after overthrowing Singapore with a score of 4-2, 5-3 aggregate. Competing at the national stadium, the Indonesian national team, which this time was the host, had taken the lead through Ezra Walian's cheat at the beginning of the first round. However, Singapore managed to equalize ahead of the break. Even in the second half, the visitors, who played with 9 men, managed to make a surprise after turning things around through Shatan Sulaiman's free kick. Luckily, Pratama Arhan made the struggle of the Indonesian national team continue through the equalizing goal in the 87th minute. The score is equal to 2-2, requiring the match to continue into extra time. The Indonesian national team, which was superior in number of players, managed to dominate the match and ensured a 2-4 victory through 2 additional goals, scored by E.G. Maulana Vikri, and the own goal of Singapore player, Shawal Anwar. Despite winning and securing a ticket to the 2020 AFF Cup Final, during the 120 minutes of the match, there were several weaknesses of the Indonesian national team that could be a gap for the opposing team to score goals. The following are 4 weaknesses of the Indonesian national team that were leaked by many observers, including the Vietnamese media, reflecting on the match and previous matches. Number 1. Free kick anticipation. This is very clearly seen from the 2 goals scored by Singapore against the Indonesian national team. Even though the opponents they faced were outnumbered, the Indonesian national team seemed difficult to stem the flow of Singaporean balls, especially from corner kick or free kick situations. The first goal, for example, the defense of the Indonesian national team failed to throw the ball shot by Shatan Sulaiman. In fact, the direction of the round skin does not lead directly to the goal. The Indonesian national team players also missed the movement of the other Singapore players, so Song Wei Young could move freely to snatch a wild ball into a goal. Meanwhile, in the second goal, the Indonesian national team's defense again failed to stem Shatan Sulaiman's free kick. Apart from the execution of opposing players who are indeed deadly, the Garuda squad can actually reduce the chances of a goal occurring, by setting a posse that can block the kicker's point of view. Number 2. Defense transition. Next is the game's transition from attacking to defending. This can be quite a serious homework for the Indonesian national team coach, especially if you look at Singapore's second goal in the last leg, and also in previous matches. Relying only on 9 players, Singapore's counterattack, which relied on Iksan Fandi as the spearhead, managed to produce a goal, even though the goal was created from a free kick. However, the process of this violation that must be addressed by the Indonesian national team. The intention was to lock up the Singapore defense, but the Garuda squad seemed to be slow to go down when the ball was captured. If the opponents faced by the classes of Vietnam or Thailand that have more speed and determination, then the Indonesian national team's defense with such a transitional game would be prone to scoring goals. Number 3. Finishing. Not only strikers, this finishing ability must also be maximized by other players in the second line, or even defensive midfielders and defenders. Many good chances that should be converted into goals. According to statistics from the match between Indonesia and Singapore, it was recorded that Asnawi Mangkualam CS was able to shoot 35 shots, 14 of which were able to aim at the goal. However, only 4 goals could be made by the Indonesian national team during 120 minutes of the match. If the shooting technique or headers of the national team players could be improved, it is not impossible that the red-white squad could secure a ticket to the 2020 AFF Cup Final faster, without going through extra time. Number 4. The mentality of players. Although physically strong and full of stamina, the risk of playing young players in such a big tournament is a mental factor. Shin Tae Yong brought 9 names under the age of 21 in the 2020 AFF Cup, who still lacked experience in the national team. Vietnamese media say, Indonesian players often experience a mental decline if they concede a goal, and can't stand the pressure. The opposing team's strategy may develop an active playing style, forcing the game, thus affecting the opponent's mentality. With a lack of experience, young players will easily make mistakes. Then what to do? Here are some solutions applied. The first, minimize the fouls near the penalty box. The intensity of the game and the high determination of the opponent sometimes make Indonesian players provoked to commit violations. Rewarding an opponent with a free kick is very risky. Second, the transition from attack to defense should be paid more attention. Defenders must be smart and compact both in clean clearance and offside traps. Reflecting on the previous matches, this condition is still quite risky. Third, finishing touch. Of all the strikers owned, Indonesia has not shown a good finishing ability. 80% of the national team's goals come from midfielders. It takes composure and instinct to execute. Trying a shot from outside the box is a good option. But still, not to soar into the air. Fourth, mentality. The players must be trained to be patient, both in attack and defense. The captain's role in encouraging the players is very important, especially when under pressure and conceding. Don't be easily provoked, and stay united as a team. Whatever it is, every team that competes in this tournament has its own strengths and weaknesses, including the Thailand national team that will be faced in the final later. Stay united, stay motivated, stay confident that this time, you can. Hopefully, the wish of becoming the ruler of Southeast Asian football can be realized, this time.
Amin.
If you like this video, please kindly share, comment and subscribe. Thank you.